So I've been attacked viciously. Hang on, move this over here. Oh. Are you going to say hello to everybody? Sorry everybody, I can't move at the moment. I'm being attacked by cute kitty. Are you going to go and sit in your chair? Or are you going to sit under the desk? That seems to be the new place. She likes to sit under the desk. Hello, is everything working or is it sounding really odd? How's the audio? Can I get an audio review, folks? Are you an audio review? Go and sit in your chair. Come on. Go and say hello to everybody on your own camera. It's fine apart from the mic. Excellent. So it's the way it's supposed to be then, is that what you're saying, Moggy? Right, okay. Sort of like an auto tune. Have you got an audio effect enabled or something on your system? Sounds like it's local to you. Okay, right. So we are doing 1B10 followed by 1 Alpha 06 today. HSTs for the win. If I press the right button, we'll be laughing. Services. Right, we are doing 1 Bravo 10 first. How is everybody anyway? Hopefully Cat Cam will have a cat on it soon. She's decided to wander off. Right. Mr. Shy, can't stop playing, so good. Excellent. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Very glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, dinner was running late, Flying Scotsman, so consequently, so am I. Oh dear, oh dear. So yes, we're doing HSTs up and down the line today. There's a 2-minute window at Reading, so I need to get a wriggle on. Day markers. That on. Let's get gauge lights on. I think we've got everything turned on that needs turning on. Right. Yeah, it's a tight 2-minute window, so we're going to have to fairly well motor it. Chippy Arnold using the new freeware Houston to Birmingham. Nice. Yeah, the return train is on platform 11 at Reading. Better. I think other than the fact that people would rather not hear my voice, Urban Container, I don't think anyone's having any issues. Does the service timetable show platforms? No, it doesn't, Dan. I started the service earlier on before the stream to see what platform it would depart from. Yes, boy Apex, I'm still off. This is my last week off. Everyone say boo. $50 limit, let's push up to that. While I'm off, Boy Apex, I don't guarantee to get up at all on any given day, if I'm completely honest. Because I'm taking it that way, really. I get up when I get up. Or when my wife gets me up, which is normally what happens. I got told to get up and get all the rubbish out to the for the bin collection this morning, which was nice. Oh, I can speed up. Audio is normal now, is it, Urban Container? Fantastic. You're off this week as well, B9. Awesome. Yeah, if you're not going on holiday, the best way to have a week off, I find, is to just let the week flow, really. $60 miles an hour. Due into Reading at 8:17 and 1 Alpha 06 departs at 8:19. What is this cat cam? It's a no cat cam at the moment because the cat's gone. Watch daytime telly. Oh no, see, no, it's never that desperate. It really is never that desperate. There are some technical reasons why it's done that way, Simon. But, yeah, I take your point. It's a question of, as the system gets developed and has more features, then we'll be able to do more things. But at the moment, you can only start a service at the beginning of a new instruction. So, that makes it kind of... Well, that's the cat's normal chair, B. Harrison. That's where she was all last night or during the Minecraft stream. Yeah, you can only start a service at the beginning of an instruction, not in the middle of an instruction, other than sort of having two loads and unloads and two load unload instructions. Effectively, the one where it comes in and unloads is the one, and then the next instruction, oh, excuse me, is when it goes back out again. So. You need a tactic to not getting up but not cause dad distress. Oh, I don't know about that. If your dad says get out of bed, then you need to get out of bed. My cat. We got two. That the one that is hanging around a lot, and the one I started the stream off. That's Lady Whitefoot. I bet you can guess what colour her feet are. Possibly, Simon. Again, it's something that needs more. It needs more testing. At the moment, making service mode changes is quite time consuming. So I was already working enough hours. As you say, it's some of it's getting the tools better. Some of it's getting experience with the tools better. Well, what's the other cat's name? That one's Tiggy, because he's sort of got a tigery type texture. Doesn't it feel like it's slow? If that's slower and that's much faster with the motion blur on, that actually looks like it's slowing down versus that suddenly with the motion blur on. It's almost like suddenly it gets a burst of speed. I hadn't noticed that before. Crazily, tigery, is that a real word? Well, it is now. $111. You like the suspension bouncing? Yeah, I like the. It's the whole sort of sensation of movement. This whole thing. You've got the hoses bouncing, you've got the bogies bouncing, you've got the corridor going along. It's it feels a lot less static, I think. No, that's just for the left turn. Can you couple two HSTs together? I don't see why not. You wouldn't be able to use there's normally a single bar that you would use to couple them together. So it's like a rigid bar that you'd use. That's not in the game, so you'd have to just use two Buckeye emergency couplers. That would work. You could experiment with that if you go into if you start service mode at Old Oak Common when the other HSTs are there. You've got manual points, so you can mess about. What's the inevitable Mark III bogies question? Long swing link or short swing link? I don't know. You'll have to have a look and tell me. Well, if HSTs are coupling to each other normally, then they've got their own bar that goes in. But that's not modelled in the game. All you can use is the Buckeye. Oh, hello, 130. Let's bring it down to 125, shall we? Oh, I'll be going under the speed limit as well, Ayrton, so... to be honest, you should be able to hit 817 reasonably well. Can you uncouple the Mark 3s from the 43s? No, I don't think so. Urban Container, you can go on the Discord into the public part of the Discord by going to discord.gg/MattPlaysTV, I think it is. But you need to be a sub to access the majority of it. It's really just the Minecraft section that's available to everybody. Hey Ryan, how are you? Thanks for joining. Who was that coughing? Probably me. There's nobody else in here. You definitely heard a lady coughing. Okay. I've got headphones on though, so I can't hear a thing. No, I haven't got radio on. Just a quick check on my browser, see if I've got a rogue browser window open. Nope. I don't know what to put here. Thanks for a great stream. Thank you very much, Dan. Much appreciated. Some GG's farm crazy, Dan. Maybe the garage is haunted and you need to send me your PC. Oh, the cat seems to have gone away for this evening. That's Maidenhead Viaduct, I think. We're cracking along. 12 miles to do. Oh, crikey, we've got 17 minutes to do it. That's excellent. Hey, Joe Baker boy. Maybe she doesn't like trains. That's a possibility.
See you later, Matt.
See you later. Speed back up again.
Thank you, Matt.
No problem, Charlize. That was one of my sisters? My daughter's school friends and her mum. They were over for dinner. So far so good, greens all the way, 8 miles to go now. Well, if all the excitement is finished inside, then did they know I was streaming? Probably. Doesn't matter. Yeah, if I turn the motion blur off, the wheels are fixed, but then everything else sort of looks less exciting. Moggy's still there, I think, Ed. 4.9 miles. Oh my word. Unless we get really snarled up, we're going to be in early. Do I have a stuffed toy cat that could put in the cat cam? Probably do, actually, upstairs somewhere. Yes, we're aware of that one, Ryan. No idea what causes that, but yes, aware of it. .2 miles for Reading. Double yellow and speed drop to 95 coming up. Single yellow. And dropping to 60. Yeah, we're going to get held up getting into Reading. Oh, it looks like we got yellow again. That'll be our home then. Take it easy for the last bit. Hey, Sharky. Hey there, Matthew Plays. Yep, next red light is just after, a couple of yards after our stopping point. BRS, any chance I could run through cold starting on a Jeep? Yep. Sergeant Sock, where do you submit service times for me to play? Try submitting them via the scenario thing. Put the details in the notes and just put any old thing in the link and things like that. And we'll see whether or not that works or whether I need to find another way of doing it. I know Simon sent me a bunch of chains. Chains are what I'd like to play, because where you can do sort of 2 or 3 things, one after the other. I can't understand why I'm arriving 10 minutes early. That's unexpected, to be honest. Given that all the timings are calculated by the game based on how long it took the AI train to do the job. Leave all this for the next driver, turn that off. Ferromero, watch HST glitch. Do you mean the one where you get the black thing springing across the screen? Yeah, that's fixed. That's been fixed since last week. Rendulator, yes, laptops will always run better when plugged in, because when they're not plugged in, the default power profile slows down the CPU, slows down the graphics, so that it makes more use of the battery. That's that service done. No, I was way too early, so I got an X. Boo. Well, we need to go to platform 11. No point running, really. 8, 9, so we want to head left. And that's 11. Is this 11? Yeah. San Fran 86 says, keep up the good work, Matt. 8th month. Thank you very much indeed, San Fran 86. Much appreciated. Well, you get mods for the game. I guess technically this is a mod. This is DLC add-on. And as BMJ's just linked to, the GP40 loco has been announced. Lord Logan, have you gone to the other end, as in all the way down the other end of the HST, and done the instructions on the other cab of the HST? You got a couple of things to do in the cab of the HST, one of which is related to the brakes. Oh, Glenn, this one was playing with keyboard earlier on and sitting under my computer desk and all sorts of things. What happens if you stay on a passenger service that's going past Reading? At some point, a little way down the line, you go through a barrier, and when you hit that barrier, the game ends. I'm not sure what that would be then. Oh, Lord Logan, are you using the direct brake? The loco brake? Because if you are, you need to make sure the loco brake is always set in the release position before you change cabs. Otherwise the brakes don't work properly. Is getting a set of releasable dev tools on the list anytime soon? It's on the list to be worked on. I can't talk about timescales. Oh yeah, title. Inverness to Aberdeen, no idea. You'll need to propose that route to Dovetail, Matthew Plays. So, quick look at the map. Oh, here comes our HST now. We can have a quick look at coaches because we're not due to leave till 8:19. Simon, these days I don't actually know. Seems like a reasonable place to start. Here it comes. Yeah, there's millions of proposals that come in all the time, Glenn. Unfortunately, there's only so many hours in the day. First class seats. Should we get on? What are you doing, train? It'd eventually stop then. There you go, first class. Let's get in the before we lose our train. Let's get wait for the driver to finish her shift, and then we'll take over. One B10 is now mine. Let's put it on day headlamp and markers. Let's just apply the brakes there for a minute. Actually, no, it's Oh, it's not time to go until 8:19, so we're good. Gauge dimmer's on. They're on. That's in forward. DRA is on. Right. Now I have control over the train. I can more freely wander. This is the main first class coach. This is the first with the buffet car in it. This is one of the second class or standard class coaches. Glenn Aggle, if DTG concentrate on monorails, they could do twice the mileage. And I'm going to get off at this point. What number's the 43? We'll find out in a minute. But it's time to go. We've probably got a light. We do. How when you get on as a passenger and you go to the cab, you can't see the controls moving. Yeah, well, it's because adding full physics onto the train to where all the controls move would be a massive performance hog. It did originally. It did at one point work like that briefly. Cameron's Gaming. No, I'm not driving it back to Reading. I'm driving it back to London. That's not my DSD. Oh, this is going to be a fun ride. Not this cab. I'm actually hearing it from another train, I guess. Oh, hello. It went away. Yeah, they're aware of it, Crazy Lays. In fact, I think in the internal builds it might even be fixed by now, but I haven't checked. I saw some stuff being done about that. Am I going to put the HST back in? I won't comment. I don't think so. I don't know where this one goes next. Why can you not hear anything from outside? What do you mean, Matthew Plays? You can hear plenty of things outside. No, here we go again. Sergeant Salt, have I gotten the time to look at those bugs I told you about? I'm not the one looking at them. I forwarded them on to get them looked at by the QA team. It's not in this train, I think, Cameron's gaming. I think it's in a different HST. Oh, come on. No, that's not really annoying at all, is it? Oh, back cab did it though. They're both isolated. You can't hear anything outside, Matthew plays. Interesting. It must be annoying sometimes. Come on here to stream, get away from work, and it's like you're back at work. Well, to be honest, if I was that bothered, I just wouldn't stream Train Sim, because then it wouldn't happen, would it? Yay! I don't know what's going on there, but we seem to be able to reset the DSD now. I don't have a particular one. All I can suggest, Sergeant Salt, at the moment is you try submitting it like it's a scenario. Put the details in the notes field. B. Harrison, I am running with AWS on. Can you not hear it pinging? That's DSD. Any idea what the horn bug is? Or where it doesn't play sometimes? It's down to the number of sound channels that's being used, where when you try and play the horn, there's no free sound channel for it to play it on. I know that the audio guy team have been looking into it, and they already made some big improvements. Oh, with AWS on and DSD off. Well, it seems to be fine now. How many sound channels does Unreal have? I can't remember. I can't remember. I might be lying. I might not have ever known. What you got to remember is the audio engine in Unreal is not fabulous. Probably less, Ed. In many respects, Unreal's audio engine actually isn't as good as TS1's, believe it or not. That's not a bad idea, Simon. Yeah, if you add it to your sheet. But if you look at it, most Unreal games are licensed Fmod or Wise, but we looked at the pricing of that, and after we finished laughing. Hey Francois. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's just as easy as that, Ed. Yeah, just hash include old lord or old library.h. Job done. You once heard someone complain that I used UE4 for TSW over Unity? Well, at the time, I don't know whether it's still true, at the time Unity couldn't support large worlds. And Unreal could, so that immediately ruled Unity out. I don't think when we made the decision, bearing in mind it was some years ago, we made the decision for this. I don't think Unity looked very good either. I know Unity, the latest version of Unity's come on in leaps and bounds in terms of visuals, but we made the decision and started developing this years ago. Urban Container, you need to separate the audio sound implementation and the audio engine that runs them. The two are different. We have in the audio system that the team have put together for the locos is much more comprehensive, because of Simulgraph. It's got access to much lower lower level of access to what's going on in the engines, and all the other associated physics that it didn't have in TS1. But then audio mixing and adding effects like reverb and so forth are very weak in Unreal. They're really, they're perfectly fine for a first-person shooter, that sort of thing, but they're good enough at the moment. But Unreal is bringing a new audio engine out which looks amazing. Well, sounds amazing. So that's what I'm hoping comes out in the not too distant future. From a artist perspective, Unity is a bit clunky to use compared to UE4. Is it? I've not tried using UE4 at all. 18 miles to go. Not tried using it. No, I haven't tried using Unity. No. No, I popped up the thing accidentally, so I pressed escape. How long does it take to drive the whole route without stopping? Well, I've just done it once. I'm just about to have done it a second time. It's about 25 minutes. Yeah, someone in the beta forum queried the three codes on some of the services. But they're definitely right, because they came out of the daily timetable. If you look on the weekday timetable for the line, you'll find those services are there. "13 miles. The cat seems to have completely abandoned us tonight. Hey, Jail Gaming. You're still here though, are you, Moggy? Alright then, never mind. Right, and platform departure boards. Yeah, I'd love to do that. That's a complex feature though. And if I'm going to do it, well, I'll make sure we do it right. No, I didn't put a pressure sensor on the seat for when the cat sits on the seat to change the text, no. Barely, you alright, Moggy? Amarylin, you've been missing in action for years, yeah. Cat's on strike. Gasometer. All comes under the same thing, really, Atten. 8.3 miles, no speed reductions coming up at the moment. We'll get our reductions as we get into the Paddington area and it starts slowing us down. Are the numbers of the units completely randomised or set so you can't possibly get to HST's number the same in the same session? They're randomised, but it knows which, it sort of crosses them off the list as it uses them. So you can't get the same two numbers. That's, you know, where it comes up 0000, I got this niggling feeling that means it's run out of numbers or something. But I need to check with the team and see if they think I'm talking a load of rubbish. More than usual. Right, drop speed to 100. There's nothing yet been announced, boy Apex. Oh, nice one, Amarylin. That'll be good. It's only a theory that that's what causes the problem is. I might be completely off base. $50 limits. 1.5 to 2 hours. Oh, that sounds good. What's the longest in terms of actual services, Simon? That's around 2 hours long. Full line Scotsman, hey there, Scott, how are you? Drop to 50. Almost down to 50. North Pole on the right. Just went past Old Oak on the left. Rob, did you get No Man's Sky working in the end last night? I didn't catch half of what you were saying on the chat. I kept missing it. I gathered you were having some problems with it. No, most number of services, Simon. Next speed limit is still 50. Hey, nice one, Dean Knight. Three empties and a slow. 3 empties? What do you mean, Simon? Hey, Kazbek, thank you for the cheers. Alright, let's drop to 40. Got a refund. Might have been an outdated driver issue, but the fixed process would have taken more than 2 hours. Might try again in a few weeks. Oh, that's a shame. It won't let you sub. I don't know, what was it giving you an error? Matthew plays. Alright, dropping to 25. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Fab Diva. Right. Let's come into the stop. This time we were doing it at 8:46 and we made it, we're only sort of 3 or 4 minutes early. Oh, hello. What happened? That was such a fast HST. grab the master key in a minute. It never happened on the ground and the panel. Yes, you can turn off the colour ballast stopping points. It's Control 7, I think. Another 35 miles driven. Evening, Chris. There you go, folks. That's a couple of runs in the HST. Here it goes again. Look, it just appeared. It obviously was still there. Karen's Gaming, did you get that code working? Anyway, that's enough. That's Train Sim World. That was a run from London to Reading and then back again to London. So let's come out of that. Right, I've made a note of that. Right, let me put it back on that one and get Train Sim all loaded. Let me change the game. The cat seems to have utterly abandoned us, which is sad news. Sad news. Right, so we're looking at a workshop route first. German workshop route. Those never happen. You've submitted your York Pacer Part 2 scenario submission. Good, thank you, Chris. Lighting's good, is it, Chippy? It's quite difficult to get right, so that's good to see. Hey, Gav. I don't know if you can see. Oh no, you can't see that. It's not on the screen. I'll show you when it comes back. I don't know what you're referring to, Tordek. I'll have a look at the stream afterwards. Oh, I think it's because it's considering the end of track to have a marker, probably. Right. Wait for the drive menu to wake up. I put it together a very simple scenario to show the route.